You know, with this whole Libs of TikTok situation, it was something I was keeping an eye on to see how would Libs of TikTok handle this controversy, this pressure. Basically, her life is in danger. Like, it's very serious. And she's starring. It's a white pill, y'all. This is amazing stuff we're seeing right here. Let me actually start with Libs of TikTok on Tucker tonight, Tuesday, April 19th. Great stuff here.
So I just have to ask, because I'm really interested, why do you suppose the German government wanted to shut down your Twitter feed?
Well, I think that what I'm doing is very effective, and I think that a lot of people wanted to shut me down. They wanted to intimidate me into silence, and unfortunately for them, that's just never going to happen.
Well, I'm grateful.
I love the response. It's not the big picture. It's not really the true answer, but she exhibited strength there. I mean, it's bigger than that. Why would the government, she never really answered, why would the German government get involved? It's because her account is a critical theory account. It's anti-critical theory. The world, the globalists, for whatever reason, they even have the Pope bowing down on their knees, his knees, figuratively, to this religion. And she is the #1 account in the world against it. So that's why. That's why the German government's involved. If they have another opinion, they can feel free to state it.
I'm grateful to hear that you're not intimidated. Were you a little surprised to see, of all people, Taylor Lorenz, who complained bitterly when we used her name on the air several months ago, who whined and cried on television because she had PTSD because people were criticizing her online? Were you surprised that it was her who came after you personally and tried to destroy your life?
Yeah, I thought that was really humorous. It added a really nice layer of humor on top of the whole story. And I think that the fact that it was Taylor Lorenz, who is a known, hypocrite, and she is known to dox people, the fact that it was her that was doing all this, I think it just helps people rally with support for me.
A big play that the cabal is doing right now is the Steve Bannon, Alex Jones. It's the J6 list. If you're on that list, most people hired lawyers. I don't think Bryson Gray did. But my point is, they're trying to drain your resources. In this case, she's going to need resources to be able to stay hidden, maybe even security. So that's going to cost a lot of money. So now she drains some of her resources. She takes time away from the Twitter, potentially. Everything's coming to a head because of the midterms. That's what's really happening.
Have you noticed, I know you're not a psychiatrist, or perhaps you are, I don't know who you are, but are you surprised that the people who are the most deeply enmeshed in narcissism, who talk about themselves the most, are also capable of the greatest cruelty? Have you noticed that trend?
Yes, I've noticed that a lot. I've noticed it with a lot of TikToks as well. I think it's a little bit of a trend on the left.
Yeah. I obsess over myself, so I'm willing to hurt you. So what's your status since we have you on the phone? How are you doing tonight? You don't need to tell us where you are, but how has this affected your life, this Jeff Bezos piece?
Well, the past 2 days have been very chaotic and overwhelming. I had to make some travel plans, really fast, but I was not planning on earlier, so there was a little bit of coordination that had to happen, and I'm now in a location where I don't think anyone would find me, not in any of the locations that Taylor Lorenz leaked or that anyone can find. But it's been a little bit tough, but I'm not going to let this get me down.
Well, I hope
this is an American citizen that's not a politician, not some big PAC-funded person. So they doxed her, and they were probably looking to see, is she funded by some big PAC group, Political Action Committee, or Tucker Carlson or somebody like that, where they're like, look, it's Tucker doing it, which it wouldn't change the content. But they were hoping to find something like that. The only thing they could find was that she allegedly attended the Capitol J6 Trump rally. They found nothing on her. So we're looking at a citizen in America who has done nothing wrong, nothing illegal, running and hiding because of her political views. And I am white-pilled because that's crazy, not a good thing, but I'm white-pilled because Tucker has rallied to give her a platform. Others have. Marjorie Taylor Greene, the leader, in my opinion, of the populist right, says, never give in, Libs of Tik Tok. That's got to feel good to see that. They are having to make fake tweets about her. Somebody put a tweet to make her sound like she was pro, grooming kids. Not true. Ron Coleman. Ron said, our firm has represented Libs of Tik Tok for some time. And he said that phony tweet is fake. Let us know if you have any news on it. We might have to take some action on it. Elon Musk liked one of her tweets. And I'll end with this. She got hooked up with Seth Dillon and Babylon Bee. Well, she's not going to be doing anything with Babylon Bee, but I think she might be doing something with Not the Bee. Who knows? I don't know the details. Seth Dillon tweets, the exposure of Libs of Tik Tok isn't journalism. It's pure intimidation. They're threatened by her effectiveness, so they hope to silence her by making her too afraid to continue. They want to raise the cost of doing her work so high that she has no choice but to quit. And then ultimately, they wouldn't shed a tear if she ultimately couldn't make it because something bad happened. Number 2, Seth Dillon says, but I think they'll be surprised at her resolve. She's afraid, as anyone would be in these circumstances, but she's also determined to not be bullied, threatened, or harassed into silence. That takes remarkable courage that few people possess. I think they'll also be surprised by the support she receives. I want them to know that she won't be canceled from her job because this is her job now. That's the other thing. I've worked out a deal with her that will turn her heroic, high-risk work into a career. They may have exposed her, but they'll never stop her. Long live Libs of Tik Tok. White pill moment, people rallying together like Daily Wire said, nah, we're going to do this commercial. And hey, Disney's doing this. We're going to do our own kids division. Elon Musk saying, hey, I might have to take over Twitter. People are stepping up to the front lines of this battle. And I'm happy about it. Let me know what you think. Take care.